Alright. If everything goes right, a solo light comes on me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A lot of people think, well, he had all these big movies in the 80s, and that was like his hot point, and now it's just kind of, you know, him trying to stay in the limelight.
Come on, guys, let's not spend all night in front of these lights.
Look, this project is about to be like the biggest thing in the world.
I never played electric bass in my life, so.
If you're for the dark side, and you're a Satanist or a cultist, and you want to sit there and be dismissive about my art or what I do,
It really is the worst album of the year.
let's put it very simply. I'm a light worker.
We're sweating and hot on a bus, dude!
I spread positive messages, I spread love and light.
Corey's Angels, which is really a cult. His little system of just disgusting behavior.
This cult, I love it. I'm all about it then if it's a cult.
Corey, you're going down and you don't even see it.
Like, you don't have proof.
No! What does the contract say?
I'm drawing a line in the sand. That is what God told me to do. He used those words specifically.
It frightened the girls so much.
Why are you sitting down talking to me? Why aren't you sitting down with the police right now?
He's basically just a walking target.
I'm sorry, it's not a Lolita costume, it's an angel costume. It makes you look beautiful. Do you ever feel like a Lolita wearing your costume, dear?
No, I don't even know what a Lolita is.
And that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Hi friends, welcome back to Devil's Advocate, the critical thinking channel. Today we are back on the Corey Feldman vibe. As of the 12th of December, a documentary has come out called Corey Feldman versus the World. And in this documentary, it basically gives us a bit of an access into the lives of him with his angels, potentially his problematic behaviours, and yeah, it's just I've not got Apple TV, so if you have, I suggest you go and watch it. I did watch a review of it where it had clips in, and it's just very interesting that he's coming back into the public light now. There's definitely a lot of problematic behaviours that need to be addressed with Corey. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody who has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you all. Yeah, I've been reading your comments. There's some I haven't replied to. I'm really sorry, I've just been hectic today, but I will get back to you forthwith. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please consider doing it. I would love to have you on this channel. We are critical thinkers. We like to think outside the box. So if that sounds like something you would be into, please consider joining our community. First of all, I'm going to put a bit of a trigger warning because there will be discussions of SA, R word, in this. But yeah, let's get into it. So Corey Feldman has recently come back into the limelight when he went on Dancing with the Stars. He was eliminated in week 2, but he later spoke out. He said he was experiencing a toxic backstage environment and mudslinging despite positive on-set experiences leading to confusion and controversy. He said he wasn't slacking, he was juggling other projects, ultimately creating drama and headlines. Apparently he wasn't turning up to rehearsals, and he was not taking the contest seriously. As you see in this video, he's throwing some of his classic Michael Jackson moves into it, which is probably not relevant to the dance, but he's Corey Feldman, so that's what he's going to do. He recently went on tour with his angels, and the whole documentary that's coming out, or has come out, is literally about him on tour with the angels, and someone's documenting that experience and how he treats the angels. Corey Feldman versus the World. With unprecedented access, this wild documentary film embeds with Corey Feldman as he mounts a surreal rock tour with the band of lingerie-clad angels. The tour goes horribly awry, forcing Feldman to confront his long-held allegations about Hollywood abuse and his own dark secrets. And the Hollywood abuse has been something that's been going on for years. We'll get into that in a bit. I touched on it a little bit in the last video, but we're going to get into it a little bit deeper in this one. So again, there's a bit of a trigger warning there for SA, CSA, and R word. And the situation with the Angels, again, has always been going on with Corey Feldman, unfortunately. And it started out with somebody coming out with an allegation. Corey Feldman's allegations against his former Angels, Margot Lane, involved claims of unprofessional behaviour and false accusations. Margot Lane was fired from her position as Corey's musical director and played guitar and piano in his backing band, the Angels. She filed a complaint with California Labor Commissioner's Office, claiming she was owed £1,470 in salary and additional penalties for unpaid wages. The allegation include highly unprofessional behaviour and violations of her contract, with Margot Lane making false accusations against Corey. The situation has escalated to the point where Margot Lane is reported ratting him out to the state of California. Now, I'm going to link a video at the bottom of her on YouTube talking about the things that went on the tour, and it really doesn't look good for Corey. It's a lot of sexual harassment with the Angels, lack of food, lack of sleep. He didn't have bandmates to help with the equipment, so she ended up doing it with some of the Angels. They're only allowed to eat specific things and wear specific things. It was all very messy, and these allegations have come out previously with Corey Feldman, and it was witnessed as well on his celebrity wife swap. That was a bit nasty. It was really uncomfortable to watch. Like, there's a point where you stop feeling sorry for him with his behaviour towards women. So we're going to look at some clips from the wife swap from my favourite creator ever, Jamie French. She's so funny, but she's very on point with some of the things in this video. So we're going to have a look at a few clips of Corey's behaviour from her video. But if you don't know who she is,
that's why I developed my company, Corey's Angels.
Okay, so, you know, for all intents and purposes,
makeup and movies where she reviews
all intents and purposes, I actually don't know what it is. At first glance, it's like, oh, that makes sense, you know. Managers get a finder's fee. Managers should be, like, entitled to something. My manager gets a cut if he finds me a brand deal, but it gets less innocent than that.
When the girls become Angels, they move into my house, and they literally become part of our extended family. We have a very kind of strict regimen. Rule number 1, we will put them on the Angel diet.
It's so obvious that he's putting him on this diet under the guise of, this is going to help you get more jobs. Cut to the footage of him sitting there watching them work out in skimpy clothes while probably rubbing his belly button. It's pretty obvious that he wants them on a diet and exercise regime for personal reasons also.
Yeah, ew. It doesn't look great. It's a bit insidious, the whole Corey's Angels thing. Like I say, it makes me feel a bit yucky, and there is a point where he's obviously been through a lot, and he's been seriously abused by people in the Hollywood industry his whole life, and by his parents. Corey Feldman, as you may know from the previous video I did, if you haven't seen it, maybe go and watch it, but he was emancipated from his parents at 15 because they were taking his money. So, yeah, he has been through a lot. There's a lot of trauma there, not only with the abuse, but with the whole Corey Haim situation and with his own family. But there is a point where we have to stop protecting and stop not seeing what's in front of us, if you know what I mean. It's so grim.
That means no meat of any kind.
I'm a fruitarian, which means that I only eat fruit.
Please tell me that you choose to only eat fruit and that wasn't Corey's decision.
Exercise. I like watching you guys hop.
I like watching you guys hop. What a creep.
do God's will.
It's God's will, is it? It's God's will that these women parade around your home in skimpy lingerie and cater to your every whim and work out while you creepily watch them and eat only fruit. It's God's will that they don't get protein in their diets. Yeah.
While Amanda is preparing an angel-approved snack.
Hi. Have you noticed what you're wearing today?
Do you like my outfit?
I do, except it would be better on the floor.
Wow.
No, I mean, I have a thing with jeans. We're constricted in everyday life. So that's why you see the girls running around in their angel outfits or in robes or whatever, because it's like about being free.
Yeah, guys, it's about being free, okay? It has nothing to do with the fact that I want to see half-naked women parading around in lingerie all day. It's not about me. It's about freedom.
Yeah, this behaviour is pretty inexcusable, to be fair. He is just... It's just creepy. Like, to treat women that way generally, no matter who you are, is just very creepy. But the fact that he's so anti-abuse and anti-establishment almost, and he's treating these women this way is pretty vile. And the fact that he's oblivious to it as well is pretty alarming. He's not seeing his behaviour as problematic at all. It's just absolutely wild.
Being an angel, one of those things, of course, is diet.
Staying skinny, looking exactly how I want you to look, eating what I want you to eat, saying what I want you to say, and wearing what I want you to wear. Clear?
The body that you never even thought possible after having kids. You can go from here to here to here.
Oh, goodness. Usually I work out my brain.
And right now, I'd say you're here, but you could get here.
So yeah, I think you get the gist of what it would be like to live with Feldman as an angel and how you would be pretty much dehumanized most of the time. But yeah, definitely check out the video on Jamie French's channel. I will link it below. I just love her. But yeah, so yeah, Corey's recently done a tour with his band, and it's obviously gone slightly awry. He is very serious about his music, and nobody else is, and I think that's part of the problem. So we're going to look a little bit into that. Quote, Corey Feldman Tour Issues 2025. Corey Feldman's tour schedule for 2025 had been affected by the cancellation of his Guitar-mageddon tour due to the departure of guitar icons Ted Nugent and Steve Vai. This cancellation has led to significant reduction in his tour plans for the year. Feldman has expressed gratitude for the opportunity to headline such a monumental event, but the unexpected changes have left fans and supporters with questions and concern about his future tour dates and events. So Corey Feldman is well known for his e-begging. So I wonder, like, why he would give that up anyway if people are going to see him as well as these other people. Like, surely it would financially benefit him to do that. He claimed that he knows who these people are in this PDF ring in Hollywood, but he needs $10 million to make a documentary about it because it's obvious he's struggling financially. But there are points out there that say, well, why do you need that money just to say a few names? If you really wanted to do it, you'd just do it, right? And even Corey Haim's mum, Judy Haim, came out and said exactly the same thing. So it's clearly there's some financial issues going there. So, and that's probably why he went on Dancing with the Stars as well. But you'd think like that would be really good for him. He did, however, last year do the Loserville tour with Fred Durst. So for those of you who don't know who Fred Durst is, he is the lead singer of a band called Limp Bizkit, who were very big in the early 2000s. They still tour now. I believe they actually headlined Download in the UK a couple of years ago. So they're still very much around, doing all their old hits. Fred Durst as well was brought up in the Woodstock 1999 documentary as being the troublemaker who began the whole riot there, but that's a whole other story. They basically blamed Fred Durst because he's so like outrageous in his behaviors. He always has been. he's never really cared what he's said or done. But everyone was very surprised when Fred Durst invited Corey Feldman to tour with him. So in this article, it says, quote, Durst has spent a considerable time both behind and in front of the camera directing various films and more. Durst even publicly furthered his ties to Feldman earlier this year when he directed his music video for him. He later directed a mockumentary of the very tour featuring Feldman and other performing artists. However, the friendship between the pair is by no means a new development. Instead, dating back to the meeting at the Playboy Mansion in the late 90s. So they've known each other for a very long time, and I guess that's why Durst agreed to help him, which is, it's quite a nice thing to do. And yeah, I was very surprised when I heard that Fred Durst had agreed to that. It's very interesting, to say the least. And I wanted to add this little clip in here because credit where credit's due, this is actually a pretty good guitar solo. So I'll show you that.
So the word on the street is Corey Feldman sucks at guitar or something. I want to know if Corey Feldman's gonna break something tonight. What about you guys? No tricks, no traps, no nothing, homeboy. Straight up. Hit it. Stop! Start again, fool! Man, you just getting my ass raw with a chainsaw.
Few little Limp Bizkit quotes there as well. Love it. In this article as well, it says, quote, my hope is that people who might not know who he is discover him. And the audience on this tour is so young. We are having a resurgence where I can ask, how many of you people, is it your first time seeing Limp Bizkit? The whole place raises their hand. And a whole new generation of people discovering Limp Bizkit without it being marketed to them. And I'm such a Corey fan. I'm such a fan of Corey's acting, and what he did back in the day. I was like, man, bring your band out here and expose your music to his new audience. And if they like his music, they can look his name up and they'll find the Goonies and Stand By Me, Lost Boys, Dream a Little Dream. Because every night I ask people in the audience if they haven't seen those movies, and those movies are legendary. Those performances are unreal. Bro, unreal. So I said, we have a opening slot. It's a hard one, and I got some other people wanting to do it, but maybe you might want to do it. And he goes, that'd be awesome. So cut to, we're here. So as you can see, it's been a very long-term friendship, and there are definitely other clips out there that I recommend you try and watch, where it's not so good, and it does make you question why his music is so mid if he's such a good guitarist. But that's just maybe my personal taste on the situation. But Corey, like I say, is not without his controversies. He brought a book out in 2013, Choreography, in which he talks about the abuse of him and Corey Haim. And Judy Haim sort of lashed back at Corey Feldman because she thinks she's using her son's demise and what he went through as his meal ticket to make money. So the relationship between them has been very fractious for years, especially after Corey Haim's death. And he claimed that it was Charlie Sheen who abused Corey Haim. Charlie Sheen outright denied this allegation, but Judy Haim has come out in interviews and said it was a man named Dominic Brusher. Now, if that name doesn't ring any bells to you, he was quite big back in the 90s. He was a movie producer, a director, and a radio host. And he starred in the film with Corey Haim called Lucas. Judy Haim mentioned that Corey had told her that it was him that abused him, and yeah, and then that was the end of that, really. But for some reason, Feldman, according to Judy, is dragging it all out. So Judy Haim said, quote, he'd been talking about revealing names for 7 years, has been saying Corey Haim was abused too. Haim, however, believes Hal's son was abused once by one man. Now he wants $10 million to do it. She says, come on, it's a long con. He's a scam artist. If he was serious about this, he'd share the information he has with the police. She said that she believes there's no paedophile ring, but a series of isolated incidents from lower-level people. She said if there's really a ring, he should release the names right away. It's disrespectful to SA survivors and their loved ones in and out of the industry to get their hopes up about uncovering massive conspiracy because he will not name names ever. So I'm going to show you a bit of footage between Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. You may have already seen it, but if not, it does discuss CSA, SA, R-word, ALK and D abuse, but it's a very important piece of footage, and I think it pretty much sums up the relationship that actually was between Feldman and Haim in the later years. Feldman did express that in his book that there was a bit of animosity towards Haim because he was stealing his roles, he was stealing his girlfriend, and then they both got lumped together as the two Coreys as like a gimmick, which he didn't really appreciate. But as they got older, they grew apart, and the two Coreys, this was just a moneymaker, according to Judy Haim, and they weren't really getting on all the time. Corey Feldman was still very much involved as in a friendship way with Dominic Brusher for many years, and that caused friction between him and Haim. He would also encourage Haim to do D and drink with him when they were together, and Haim has a history also of D and ALK abuse, as well as Feldman. So yeah, there's a lot of history there with that, but I am going to show you this bit of footage now. Again, huge trigger warning on this one. Please look after yourselves. If it's going to trigger you, then please give it in this.
An easy target, bro. I'm right here. Let's do this. I'm right here. Hit me with the hardest bull you got.
Now, why would I want to try and hurt you?
Corey, you opening up to the world about me having a knife in my pocket, and the reason I wear this, man, is like to cover up some scars I have, because like I used to cut into myself, because it's a way to feel, I hear. And like mentioning that, you just rip the envelope, man. I'll go you one better. You let me get around in my life, man, raped, so to speak, when I was about 14 and a half, and I'm saying this right now, by the guy you still hang out with, and tell me I'm 14 and a half, take responsibility. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What'd you do, man, when you saw that going down when I was 14 to me? What'd you do? You knew about it. Besides being his best friend. What'd you do? What'd you do? Tell us what you did, man.
I believe I
Lines
was...
of cocaine with me. God bless you.
You want to talk about the truth? Okay, well, then let's talk about the truth. I was being molested at the same time by somebody else. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Talk to you about it.
You talked to me about it?
Yeah, sure. You told me while I was sleeping, this happened, this happened. I'm like, dude,
right.
You weren't sleeping? Yeah, I was sleeping. Tried to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Were you sleeping?
I was awake, Corey. I was very aware of what's going on with me. So I might take this to go.
Okay.
Would be the probably smartest thing to do.
You know what?
Corey,
you want to put all that shit on the table? You want
about
all
just
that?
Put you in the ground, kid.
Okay.
Really, it's not good. Me around you is detrimental for my health, man. You're really, 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 really up in your head, kid. And I really don't want to be your friend anymore. I can't. It's not that I don't want to be, I can't.
Well, that's where it's at.
I can't.
Yes, this sequence of events is very telling of their relationship. In an interview later on, Corey Feldman said that that was not a scripted moment. They signed a contract to say that they wouldn't discuss the R word claims and the CSA claims in the Two Coreys TV show. So they went completely off script, and Corey Feldman claims he didn't know what to say in that situation. But there's always been a lot of controversy as to like his motives towards things, and obviously now Corey Haim is deceased due to pneumonia because of a drug overdose. I believe the family deserve the peace and to let him rest in peace if that's what they so wish. And for Corey Feldman to be writing about him in his memoir and etc. even to this day, it's just, I don't know, it's all very strange. I don't really know how you guys feel about that, but that's all I've got for you for now. I'm sorry it got a bit dark near the end. I hope you're all okay, and thank you very much for watching this. I appreciate every single one of you. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I would really love to have you here. I will do some more Corey Feldman. I've got another reactor documentary coming soon, and I will see you soon. Bye.